Hello. Hi Phantom Noob. Welcome to the stream. Hello guys. Hello stream. Welcome to my guys.
Community was behind you. Now I have to ask, what was your motivation in designing your shoe?
I actually just design shoes in real life. Like I customize shoes all the time, and I might spend hours just laying in my bed.
Hey, what's up, Coach? Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight.
What?
We want to give you a look with the first unit, see how it goes.
What?
What about? No, I already talked to him. We're gonna do what's best for the team, which means you have got to perform. You earned this spot, but it's up to you if it sticks.
I got you. I won't take anything for granted.
Make this count,
Hey.
Jay.
Will do. Understood.
Okay. I got promoted to status. That's crazy. Cool. ఇప్పుడు దాకా బెంచ్లో కూర్చోబెట్టారు నన్ను ఆఫ్టర్ సో మచ్ టైం.
Look out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're going to take a pic for social.
A picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a
ఈ
big step
లుకడాంచి
back?
తీసి నన్ను స్టార్టర్
Okay.
పెట్టారు. రే దేవుళ్ళరా రే. వాట్ ద హెల్ రా.
All right, thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. It's gonna turn out fun.
ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ వేరు స్టార్టర్. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ అనే వ్యక్తి టీమ్
The
లెక్కర్.
Margaret Hunt Hill
థ్యాంక్స్
Bridge
సురేంద్ర.
and the state flag
అంటే
of
సెకండ్
Texas looking
వచ్చాము
and
బట్
let's check out
అవర్
a
బాయ్స్
breakdown.
ప్లేడ్
I'll send
రియల్లీ
it
వెల్.
up. Well, thank you for that, David. Greg, quite a few people have been expecting this to happen.
Yeah, with the amount of time Chase spent in college, you figured he'd be polished coming into the league.
నైట్
The
చాలా
question
రోజుల తర్వాత
was,
వాళ్ళ
will he
నైట్
buy
పబ్జి
in?
మొబైల్ స్ట్రీమ్
And
చేద్దాం
I think
ఫ్రైడే.
we've gotten our answer.
How
టోర్నమెంట్
Sacramento
వాళ్ళు
starting
చేయలేకపోయాం
five.
ఇన్ని రోజులు.
Fox at the point
వాళ్ళు
with
చేద్దాం.
Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the three, the small forward. And for
ట్యానర్ ఫాక్స్
Dallas,
గడీడు.
Kleba is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the three. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. You know, everyone's adults.
Era,
And if you
Doncic,
can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. You know, just terrible in the locker room. It's not good
Let's
for the
go,
fans,
baby.
especially the hometown fans that
Well,
believe in
Steam
this young
Snipe
team. And so a
Steam
lot of
వాళ్ళు
times it
బాగానే
just comes
ఆడారబ్బా
down to
కాకపోతే
clear,
మాకు
open
డౌట్ ఉంది
communication.
స్ట్రీమ్ స్నైప్ అని.
Fox. Porzingis with the rebound. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Picked away.
పోరా
Fast
పోరా
break,
పోరా పోరా
Dallas.
పోరా పోరా.
Here's Finney Smith.
రే
Back to Kleba. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
come on.
And
Yep.
Finney Smith gets it to go.
They've come out with guns a-blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vladi in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
On defense, the Mavericks. Here's Hield. That one goes in.
Yeah, he's evolving into a more well-rounded scorer. He'll really showing his toughness right there, finishing off these types of shots.
Now the pass to Kleba. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock for Zingis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Marvin
ఎవరో
Bagley
మనకి
picks one up.
క్రమం తప్పకుండా డిస్లై కొడుతున్నారబ్బా. కొట్టనే అబ్బా.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
ఓన్లీ అలానా క్రమం తప్పకుండా రోజు వచ్చి చూస్తున్నారుగా. నో ప్రాబ్లం.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
You can like us, you can dislike us, but you can't ignore us.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. The Kings have gone just
బన్నీకి
1
తెలుసు
of
అంటే
4
ఎవరు
to
డిస్లైక్
get this game
కొడుతున్నారు కానీ
started.
చెప్పడంట.
It's stolen.
క్రేజీ.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. It's
Ah,
stolen
shit.
by Hield. Pulls up. Fox, no good.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
To the paint. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic left side. There's the triple. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
కొట్టే కొట్టే కొట్టే.
Passes it to Kleba. And another shot. Bagley with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A staple of Barnes' game right there. I mean, his mid-range shot is often on the money. So confident from there.
And
అందరూ డిస్లైక్
Dallas
కొట్టడం
calls
ఉంటే
their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Pelicans in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I tell you, they were drawing.
డిఆర్ అండ్ ఫాక్స్.
Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeJuan Wright. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 9-point game. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year,
Crazy.
winning the season series.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Murray with the ball. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
ಆಗರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಬರಗಡತ್ರ
Murray against Barnes. 3 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 11. Pass to Wright. 3-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Hield with the bucket.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him. Well, you know I'm partial to Sacramento power forwards. And Bagley looks to be a great one. His ability to shoot and finish inside is going to make him a weapon for years to come.
To come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Count that one. And Chris, in his rookie year, Bagley needed some time to adjust.
Yeah, the Kings brought him along slowly, but about halfway through the season, he turned it on. Bagley looks like another standout player from a loaded 2018 draft class. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Pass to Fox. Free throw line jump shot, and the Kings check on 2 more.
He's taking what he sees out there. I love seeing Fox torch the D from this area.
Out to the right wing. Murray kicks to Porzingis. Fox with the steal. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he...
Luka Doncic గాని ఏమంటారు నాకు
9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
44.
Here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein, and it is good at the buzzer. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third.
Where's your head, man? Check up.
We'll get him in the second half.
Keep your head up, Rook.
Yeah.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bjelica is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Fox in at the point. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive way. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Here's Kleba. He's covered by Bjelica. Bucket is good. Kleba's got 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
ఆడచ్చు కానీ GTA నాకు సర్వర్ తెలీదు ఎవరు ఆడతారో తెలీదు ఏ టైం ఆడతారో తెలీదు GTAలో నాకు అంత ఫన్ అనిపిస్తుంది అబ్బా ఇది క్లోజ్ కాంటాక్ట్ గేమ్స్ ఇష్టం నాకు బాగా
Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class.
Thanks Knox.
Greg, he was sensational.
Thanks Knox for subscribing.
The difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot,
thanks a lot, Knox, for
and
subscribing.
decision making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Bagley. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws up.
We have to get 10 points. Come on.
Free throw no good for Cauley Stein.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
They've got Cauley Stein. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. It's Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Kings lead by 12. Dishes it to Doncic. Puts one up from 19. Here's Kleba. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside, Fox. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lets it go from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Fields checked in. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break. That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 14. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside, Fox. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Well, I like the imagination Fox brings to the court every game. He just finds a way to get himself going.
The pass to Porzingis. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
Outside, Fox. No one near him. Misses off the right iron.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. 1:43 left here in the 4th quarter. 5 to shoot. From deep. Another miss by Fox.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
And stolen by Bielitsa. Fox against Curry. Left side, Fox. And he converts the layup. Fox has got 18 points just in the second half.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Kings.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
That's a 2 from Barnes. No good, shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleba. Fires from deep. Bagley with the rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the teardrop. It's Bielitsa. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Healed outside. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. On the road for them, this building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Oh, 94% chemistry. Crazy.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.
Work better that way. Hey, you got to throw this one out, Che. It's not what you wanted. Next time, it happens.
My bad, coach. I felt like I let y'all down.
You get another chance. All right, you keep your head up and keep working, all right?
All right, cool.
I'll see you at practice.
Yes, sir.
Go get some sleep.
Congrats on the start, Jay. So how did it feel to get the first one out of the way?
Pretty lousy, actually. Like, sure, you know, I want to start, but I expect a high level of play out of myself every time I step on that court. I'd rather come off the bench and contribute more than start and not help the team that much. That's just the kind of player I am.
Do you think you've done enough to keep your starting spot?
I mean, not based off this one game, probably, but I know I've got the talent. You know, I just need a little bit more time to get into a rhythm with these guys, and there's no telling what I can do. So, we'll see.
Che, how much is it a matter of pride when it comes to slowing down a superstar like that?
I see what you're trying to do here, Vinny, but it's not about wanting it, all right? We wanted it plenty. We tried hard, but you got some of the best players in the world in this league, all right? Sometimes there's nothing you can do to stop them.
What about changing up the game plan?
Nah, man. The game plan was fine, all right? We just gotta tip our hat, you know, to the other guy and just move on. Next game and next process. We'll all do it the same.
"2KMC, here with your 2K Compete events happening."
Huge, big news in the association today. The Greek Freak is going to miss quite a bit of time due to his injury.
Hate to see it, Hank.
Yeah, indeed you do, Hornet.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight,
The giant fist of Joe Louis announced, and with
well, guys.
Yeah, and he has their confidence.
David,
thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with John Henson, and it's Rose in at the one
Derrick
spot.
Rose.
Now when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. To the middle. And Griffin scores. The assist by Rose.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Outside Griffin. Oh, Griffin in position. The Mavericks pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And this game will be half of the contest. They'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Here's Rose after Luka Doncic's bucket. Griffin finds Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points last game. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Kicks to Doncic. Shoots. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Doncic beyond the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher, and Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
Here's Rose. Porzingis with the block. Lets it go from 11. Stolen by Henson. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Snell from outside. Hits it from three-point range.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And Henson sends it back.
7 feet to block at least. 7'4" over height.
Outside Rose. Pass to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Over Porzingis. And he can't bank that one in. The Mavericks trailing.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And a different look here for the... We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Maker dishes to Snell. Now here's Rose. He's covered closely. Brown finds Rose. There's the pass to Henson. 5 on the clock. Back to Rose. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rose has got 7 points in the game. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
You've got Maker. Derrick Rose is out there with Brown. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Henson in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
From downtown,
here's
Porzingis, and Henson sends it back.
7-3, 7-4 no block at least.
It's rebounded by Doncic. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Case has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Here's Porzingis. Goes up with it again. Doncic, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Snell, that's good.
ఇది worst ఆడుతున్నారు రా స్వామి.
1:16 left in the first half. A 3 ball. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's Rose missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Got a piece of it. Doncic feeling it out. No good on the 3. Pistons trailed by 6. Rose attacking, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas has gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And the dunk by Brown.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Over in the corner, Doncic. With 1 on the clock. What a performance for Derrick Rose. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with.
Yep,
Reba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade. Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Here's Snell after Luka Doncic's bucket. Snell, the pass to Griffin. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is...
48, 48, 65, crazy.
Down low, here's Galloway, and the lead is down inside single digits. Galloway has got 8 here in the quarter.
But this guy is not shy about probing the paint. Galloway getting it done amidst all that tall timber.
Count that bucket.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Hey,
here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Mavericks leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dallas moving it around. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Let's go.
He's got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. 5 seconds left in the third. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack. Pass, attack. We're down there. We got to get stopped.
Dwayne Casey focusing on ball movement and finishing strong, but also getting it done on D.
Yeah, getting stops and then taking care of the boards. It's only working if you get control of the basketball.
Yep.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, we've got John Henson, Wood out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Brown, and it's Galloway in at the point. Over to the wing, right from outside. He can't hit that time. And it's Detroit the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Fires the three. But they get it back. Back to Doncic. And the three ball is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Here's Snell, guarded by Wright. Snell, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Good on the bucket.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 doors. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put it. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Christian Wood. Luke Kennard comes in for Brown. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Dallas making a switch. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a three. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
John Henson's checked in for Detroit. And that one misses. Kleba, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, let's go.
And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Rose kicks to Griffin, puts up a three.
Hey, Griffin got 3-pointer
the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Doncic outside. And another basket for Dallas.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Dallas.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Hall's checked in for John Henson. Dumboya comes in for Tony Snell. Thomas checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Brandon Knight in for Rose. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic, but boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Paul.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Griffin's shot is good.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about for Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
New endorsement earned. Okay.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Dallas Mavericks.
Get hip or get stung.
I think I know the answer, but Hornet, you like to bet on sports, right?
Daddy needs a new pair of Jordans.
Those are a little worn out. And you do like your apps, right?
Love apps. Who doesn't?
Okay, then I've got something you are going to love. It's called Parlay Paradise, and it's an app where you can bet on all your favorite...
Hi Sudhir. Dunk Konali, dunk. Yummy hit. Once upon a time, long time ago, LeBron James played for this
Right
team.
now in my team, Showtime packs have arrived with Shaq.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic
Starter
tonight.
చేశారు Sudhir.
And here's a look at some numbers for Iguodala.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. And there's Iguodala. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Then there's Murray. Then there's Doncic. The increased pace of the game. How does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge. You caught up with head coach Eric Spoelstra. David?
Well, Kevin, he needs and wants his guys to push it offensively.
Hey,
He's not as worried as you think about mistakes. Of course, every coach wants to play error-free ball. He said, we know everything won't line up perfectly, but if we stay aggressive, we have a chance to wear these guys down.
Jimmy Butler.
Guys, we'll see if he's right.
Great reporting, DA, as always. The team focused on establishing an offensive rhythm early, GA.
Well, yeah, the earlier you can get everybody in sync, the better your efficiency.
And the obvious part, too, you don't want to play from behind the whole game if you can avoid it.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Floats one up. Butler, no good.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game.
Come on,
need to settle down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Dragic the pass to Crowder. Here's Iguodala. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots. They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Inside, here's Butler. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in.
Butler got ice cold.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Will it go? Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And for the Heat, the offensive production over the years just hasn't been there consistently.
Let's just look at last season, for instance. 26 in the league in points. They tried to make up for it with a great defense and rebounding. But if you're not explosive offensively these days,
Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn had baadtadu.
On the court for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Olynyk. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And here's Olynyk from the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. In the corner, Murray with it. The three. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 7. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. On the wing, Iguodala, guarded by Wright. 6 to shoot. And Olynyk kicks to Butler.
Iguodala, Jimmy Butler.
Porzingis crazy. Pass break, Dallas. Ahead. Here's Murray. Here's Wright. Porzingis trying to get free. And that one drops for him. Wright's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. And it's Miami's ball. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Let's go.
Iguodala against Wright. Iguodala kicks to Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Pass to Wright. Here's Porzingis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Wright. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Murray against Butler. To the inside. Dragic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And he's good on the second. Now you look at the career of Dragic. Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
This one for three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk got his fourth rebound in this one. The kick out to Crowder. Wide open look. It's good. Crowder's got his first 2 points of the night.
He finds a little space. Crowder plays offense with his mind as much as his physical ability.
It's stolen by Dragic. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and foot.
1 second left. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Then there's Murray. Then there's Doncic. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
A joy to watch Butler with his ball handling. A lot of creativity. He's one of the most gifted players in the game.
From the stripe. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert.
That's a good shot.
The Heat trail by 8. Shoots from the high post. Off with the layup.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Launches a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. They get it back. Butler. No good with the layup.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3-ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Olynyk, he's checked in for Crowder. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Doncic against Iguodala. That one's off, still out of sync.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Dragic gets the bucket.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded.
And Steve, Steve, over the last half-decade, Andre Iguodala has been a force off the bench.
People get so worried about who starts a game, but who finishes a game is more important. During crunch time, you can always count on Iguodala. He's such a smart player who comes through when it matters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic. And it's Nunn in at the two-guard position. Here's the three. Nunn grabs the board. Nunn's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Porzingis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Here's Nunn. Porzingis with the block. Doncic feeling it out. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Miami leading by 10. Here's Nunn. It's tipped. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Doncic, no good.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And it's Butler missing.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim, he's likely to remember that one.
Here's Doncic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
All free throws good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Passes to Jones. Shoots over Curry. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 11 in the second half.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Got that one up quick. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 14 points. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Nunn passes to Jones. No good from Dragic. Mavericks trail by 8. And the pass to Kleba. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Murray's checked in for Seth Curry. And Miami making a change here. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now Butler. Over Murray. Butler, no good. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Lets it go from 14. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It counts.
Yes.
What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Dragic looking it over. And that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Showing the courage and strength to take it up inside. Goran will now go to the line.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Butler. It falls!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can and then immediately foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there. Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 6. 17 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
Back to Doncic. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
And so it's Miami winning this one. And a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us.
Che. So like an old college teammate of mine, he was in the crowd tonight, but I told him to come to the locker room to talk to you and a couple of other guys tonight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll holler at him. First, let me talk to the fans, all right?
All right, man. I'll see you inside.
All right, cool. Next time, I got you. Love you too, bro.
Yo, Che. What's up? I want you to meet Chris. All right, he trains a lot of our guys in the offseason.
Oh, I know Chris, man. I follow you on Instagram. What's up?
Big fan of your game, Che.
For real?
Yeah, gotta respect someone that stands up for what's right.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
So look, if you ever want to get in the gym, just hit me up. We can get to work.
For sure.
We got a lot of trust in Chris, all right? Use him. He's a good resource.
Will do, man. I'll take you up on that.
Appreciate the trust, Coach.
All right, guys.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Dallas Mavericks.
Get hip or get stung.
I think I know the answer, but Hornet, you like to bet on sports, right?
Daddy needs a new pair of Jordans.
Those are a little worn out. And you do like your apps, right?
Love apps. Who doesn't?
Okay, then I've got something you are going to love. It's called Parlay Paradise, and it's an app where you can bet on...
ఓకే 75k ఫ్యాన్స్ వస్తే బీట్ స్పాన్సర్షిప్ వస్తుందా? Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye bye. Bye guys, take care, have a great day.